It's a movie talk. I mean, this is music news, but technically it's about a film, so it falls under the guise of movie talk.
With Anthony.
Movie talk with Anthony. He's having quite a hair day today. Elton John's biopic, Rocketman. We've been looking forward to this. We've been talking about it for a really long time. Super excited about it. I've heard people talking about it. They're coming up to me talking about it. Well, just a heads up. Looks like this thing is going for an R rating, which I know is not really a great thing when it comes to wide-ranging biopics. Like, you usually want to get into that PG-13, or, you know, it's good for everybody. What was Bohemian Rhapsody? I don't even know what that was rated. I know it got criticized for being a sort of sanitary version of Freddie Mercury's life, which we talked about a bunch on the morning show and on previous morning show vlogs. You can look up at wehm.com. But it looks like the Elton John biopic Rocketman is not going to avoid a lot of these things, and it looks like it's heading for an R rating. The reason why is, let me see here, according to the Hollywood Reporter, sex and drug scenes. An intimate love scene between Taron Egerton, who plays Elton John, and Richard Madden, who plays John's former manager and lover, John Reed. John's past drug use will also be depicted. The Hollywood Reporter adds that the film has not yet finished, and there are continuing discussions between filmmakers and Paramount over the aforementioned love scene. However, director Dexter Fletcher disputed rumors that the studio is pressuring him to cut the scene, tweeting, quote, "It has and always will be the no-holds-barred musical fantasy that Paramount and producers passionately support and believe in." Rocketman is expected to hit theaters in the U.S. here on May 31st, May 24th in the U.K. I'm totally down for like a true, like hardcore, like this is the telling of the story, like get down to the truth of it all. But I know the music business, movie business, and they're looking for box office here. And if there's going to be an R rating, as strange as it sounds, that's going to impact the numbers at the end of the day. So it'll be interesting to see. Of course, if Dexter Fletcher has final cut, then nobody can say a word. But if the studio has final cut, they may not even need his approval to go ahead and clip it. Ongoing story, as we said, could be disputed. A lot of these things come down to negotiations. There's some odd stories. If you want to hear some of them, just Google, film ratings, people swapping out one word for another or this for that, lessening the F words by 3 or 4, right? All that kind of stuff all kind of affects the rating system. But yeah, rated R is not a good thing to have if you're trying to grab as wide an audience as you want to get to have the most success you can have. That being said, what do I care? I'd like to see the film as Dexter and the filmmakers originally intended it. So there you go. A little bit of Elton John movie talk for you. Oh, I also wanted to mention this too, because this is kind of crazy. Jordan Peele's new movie, Us, smashes box office records with the largest debut ever for an original horror movie. $70.3 million across the U.S. theaters. That's an upgrade from $33.3 million in 2017 when his last movie came out. Get Out. Get Out was $33 million, which was big at the time. And now he's put up $70.3 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. Us now sits comfortably with the third largest opening of all time for an R-rated horror film, namely $6 million behind last October's Halloween at $76.2 million, and $53 million removed from 2017's Behemoth It, which was $123 million. But then it says the largest debut for an original horror movie. Oh, because those weren't. Got it. This is the first time the Us story has been told. Got it. And whereas Halloween is a series, and so is It. Got it. That's pretty interesting. That means that Jordan Peele is going to get a lot of money in the future to make whatever kind of movies that he wants to make. All right, there you go. Little music and movie talk for you on the morning show.
Movie talk. with Anthony.